good, YouTube? It's your boy 8 Up Rich, and oh darn it, it's dark as hell in this motherfucker. We gon' Alright. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy 8 Up Rich, and I'm back with another video. And today I'm gonna be talking about Kanye West, Jesus is King, the newest album he just dropped. And a lot of things that I feel like might have slipped over your guys' heads. But I want to start off by saying this. I have sort of, I guess, what I'd say is an unpopular opinion about Kanye. I guess I don't really know how most people feel, but I feel like Kanye West is one of the most misunderstood people in the history of all famous people. Like, Kanye West is the definition of just misunderstood. Like, this man, like, for a lot of people that just think Kanye is crazy, Kanye is actually, like, in my opinion, I think Kanye is a genius. I think Kanye is smarter than most people out here that are putting out content. And Kanye is very aware of what things cause reactions. Kanye knows exactly how to manipulate an audience into perceiving something a certain way just by saying certain things. And that alone is a skill that I feel like he holds that no one else can even compete with. And I'm gonna start off, before I get to what I feel like Kanye's whole deeper message and everything is, I'm gonna start off by just talking about the album. Me personally, I like the album. For one thing I could say, I grew up in a Christian home. You know, I grew up going to church on Sundays. As I got a little bit older, I'd say once I hit like 17, 18, 19, I started slowly drifting away to the point now where I don't even remember like the last time I went to church and sat down and like watched the whole service the whole time. Like, it's got to be at least maybe like a year, maybe even 2 years. But like, that religious background is still within me, but I really don't use it on a day-to-day basis. There are times where, you know, I pray and then, you know, I go to God for certain things, but in reality, like, I'm sort of somewhere in the middle, I guess. Like, Christianity's here, and I wouldn't go as far to say I'm an atheist. I wouldn't say that, but I'm somewhere in the middle, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can vibe with both sides, you know what I'm saying? Like, if someone's like, oh yeah, I don't support religion at all, da-da-da, like, some people think religion is just brainwash and control and manipulation, which, you know, I can see some parts of that, and then other people see religion as the purest form of expression in the world, and I'm sort of somewhere in the middle, you know what I'm saying? I guess you could say I'm lost, you know. Some religious people would say, you know, I need to be saved, and atheist people would say, oh, like, he's just one of those religious people that's scared to let go of religion, he's scared to come all the way over to this side. But, you know, regardless of that, on the album, production wise, A+. For production, the grade of the production, A+. The production was quality. Especially I like the production on Use This Gospel. Quality production, like, not even like trying to boost it, like, just quality production. Another song that had great production, the very last song on the album, I forgot what it was. I think it's called Jesus. What is it? Jesus is Lord, I think. But the very last song on the album, great production. Follow God, great production. Honestly, all the songs were well produced, but those songs specifically stuck out to me in my head as just so well produced that it was like, whoa, like, I felt like I was like being taken by the spirit just listening to the production of that stuff, man. But like, on that side, yeah, lyrically, I wish we would have heard a little bit more of Kanye rapping, because I feel like that's his best skill. Okay, yeah, Kanye sings, raps, talks, you know what I'm saying? He does all of that, but he could have kept all that same content he was talking about and still rapped it, you know what I'm saying? I feel like people are disliking it because, like, in certain parts of the album, he was just talking or singing, or like, they're like, this is not really Kanye, you know what I'm saying? He's stretching, he's being something he's not. But I don't see it like that, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of people do. And I feel like all the stuff that he was saying in these songs, like the songs where he was talking and singing, if he would have rapped it like in the same, like, with the same tone and the same, what's the word I'm looking for? With the same, like, vocal style, like, you know what I'm saying? That he raps like his other songs, like his most famous songs, but like he would have been saying like the stuff he's saying in this album to get his message across, it would have hit y'all like this, you know what I'm saying? But since it wasn't like that, it's different. Whenever something's different, it always catches a lot of people's eyes, which is why I saw it sold like 247K first week, something like that. Anything that's different is gonna be like, whoa, everyone's gonna like share it. Well, this is different, this is different. But are people gonna like publicly, you know, say they like it? Me, like, I've seen a lot of people saying they dislike it, or they haven't heard it, or they're not fans. Like, I've seen more people saying they dislike it than like it, but overall, a lot of people are listening to it. And I feel like that was Kanye's main goal anyway, just to get people to listen to it, because at the end of the day, like, it doesn't matter if people like your album or dislike your album. you make money off of clicks. You make money off of people getting the album. So at the end of the day, like I spoke on earlier, Kanye's ability to manipulate the public is just, it's just crazy. Like, I just see it, and I feel like people need to start seeing it too. But yeah, on that side, that's really not the side I wanted to talk about that much. We know Kanye's gonna produce good music. That's what he does. Pierre Bourne actually produced two of my favorite songs, On God and Use This Gospel. Two of my favorite songs in the album. Use This Gospel is #1 for me. I really like that song. The production, the vibe, like, I listen to that song and I'm like, oh, I feel like the Wolves meme. I start lifting up into the sky. But anyway, let me get to what I feel like Kanye's deeper message is. Look, Kanye has been known as sort of like one of the leaders of the, I guess you'd say, black woke community, whatever you want to call that. But Kanye has had so many visions and has said so many things that have just like turned people the wrong way. Like, Kanye went from like, oh yeah, we fuck with Kanye, we support him, to nah, fuck Kanye, he supports Trump. Like, he's been on both ends of the spectrum. And if you actually watch his interview, Jesus is King, with what's his name, with Big Boy TV, that's a great interview. I think you guys should watch that, especially if you're Kanye fans. I definitely recommend you watch that. They talked about a lot of things. They talked about Kanye's image and how he's now perceived, and how it's way different from how he's perceived now to how he was perceived before, and how the culture, you know what I'm saying, has switched on him. And I feel like Kanye's overall message for all this stuff is like, there's no such thing as the culture, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're mentally enslaved, which I think is true. We are mentally enslaved. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we've been brainwashed and controlled to see everything a certain way, the way they want us to see it. And Kanye's just been trying to let us know that. And him saying like, oh, like, I don't, to be honest, do I really think Kanye supports all the stuff Trump supports? No. Kanye's trying to show y'all that, like, it doesn't matter what they say, you have to support. Like, oh, it's like the narrative is, if you're black, you have to support this person. Or if you're white, you got to support this person. Like, if you're black, you can't support Trump. Do I support Trump? Of course not. I don't care. I don't even dabble in the realm of politics. But when I do, like, pay attention to it and like learn stuff about it, of course I do not support Trump. Like, don't ever get me twisted like that. But what I'm trying to explain to you is Kanye's trying to say, like, just because you're black doesn't mean you have to hate Trump. Like, he's trying to say, like, and I feel like his message is way deeper than Trump. He just used Trump because he knew that would get everybody to be like, whoa, like, he knew that would get everybody's attention. But his message is, you don't have to like something or be like a certain way because they tell you that's the way it's supposed to be. That's what the masses are doing. Everybody has this, oh, follow the leader mentality. Like, for example, like, I'm pretty sure I've said this before to other people, like, if the most popular people in the world right now were to just all start wearing Skechers, which is known as sort of like, you know what I'm saying, like a boring brand. But like, if all of these famous rappers, celebrities, artists, athletes started wearing Skechers, if LeBron James dropped his deal with Nike and signed a deal with Skechers, do you know how many people would just switch to Skechers? Of course, there'd be people who'd be like, nah, bro, I'm staying with Nike. LeBron's tripping. Like, regardless of that, there would be so many people that would just follow him to Skechers because he's LeBron James. Like, I feel like that's what Kanye's message has been this whole time. Like, let's not be sheep. Let's all step outside the box and be different. You know what I'm saying? Let's be different. And I feel like that was Kanye's deeper message, you know what I'm saying? Like, we have to stop letting, you know what I'm saying, like the corporate, you know, America, whatever you want to call them, the corruption, corporate America, the government, whoever you believes controlling all this thing. Because, I mean, there's a lot of different ways of control of who's controlling this entire matrix we live in. But like, whoever you think's at the top, whoever's controlling this whole thing, they got a padlock over the whole world, and Kanye is like got a key and he's trying to jam it through, but they keep like changing the lock so we can't get all the way through. I feel like that's what they're doing to this man right now. But like, me personally, I've never looked at Kanye as crazy, tripping, dumb, or any of that. Or like, everyone's like, oh, like he got cloned, he lost his mind, like he worships the devil, or he sold his soul, or he's a clone, MK Ultra, all type of stuff. People have all different types of theories of Kanye. Will I ever know the truth? No, I'll never know the truth. Based off the information I see and the way I'm processing it, I see it as Kanye is just trying to deliver a message that people don't want to hear. Honestly, people don't want to hear it because nobody wants to hear that we're still slaves. Nobody wants to hear that slavery was a choice. Nobody wants to hear that we're mentally enslaved. Nobody wants to hear that we're being manipulated and controlled. Everybody feels like, nah, that's not me. Like, I'm hip, I'm woke, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know what's going on. I know we're not, but everybody wants to feel like, oh, nah, that's not me. Whenever he starts mentioning people are being, you know what I'm saying, controlled. I mean, we're all victims to it. You could try to escape, but we're all victims to it, you know what I'm saying? But I would dabble deeper into this whole thing, but I don't want to make this video too long because, you know what I'm saying, that's just ridiculous. But yeah, I guess that's my Jesus is King reaction review type thing. I wish I would have talked a little bit more about the album. I mean, I still could talk about it a little bit. Closed on Sunday was a good little, you know what I'm saying, that was creative. I like that song. Once again, I just want to shout out the production of the album. Shout out to Pierre Bourne, who is definitely for sure my favorite producer out right now. His beats are just so well produced, and if you haven't heard his music, go check it out, bro. I'm not even some sort of like Pierre Bourne, like what do you call it, one of his like workers trying to like promote his music, like, you know what I'm saying. Just go check it out, bro. Pierre Bourne's music is slept on. If you're not hip, I put you on, all right? But I'll catch you on the next one, man. I'ma hit it from the back, I'ma pull up on a nigga with a bitch.